Hello, I am NASEJJE. You're watching New Vision TV news around East Africa. We start with Tanzania. Air Tanzania celebrated its first ever all-female cockpit crew who operated the Bombardier Q408 TC-104/5 from Dar to Kilimanjaro and then back. One of the pilots, Joan Bomani, on the right, was trained from the Uganda Flying School based in Soroti district. The revelations were posted on the Twitter pages of Air Tanzania and Uganda Professional Pilots Association. Still in Tanzania, 75-year-old Tanzanian business mogul Reginald Mengi has died, leaving behind $560 million for his 39-year-old wife, Jacqueline, now former Miss Tanzania. He was the chairperson of Confederation of Tanzania Industries, IPP Gold, Media Owners Association, Harden Gold, ITV and Radio 1. Jacqueline Mengi will become the richest woman in East Africa. Let's move on to Kenya. Two men have been arrested for allegedly marrying pupils. In the first incident, a 30-year-old was arrested in Homa Bay sub-county for marrying a Class 7 girl. The suspect is said to have lived with the minor as his wife in a rental house in Sero village in the outskirts of Homa Bay town. He reportedly locked up the minor, a pupil at a primary school in the nearby Regwe sub-county, for 1 month. The two were arrested in the house after Area Chief Frederick Onyango was tipped off by the public. Elsewhere in Ndora sub-county, a 26-year-old man was arrested for marrying a Class 6 pupil. The two were said to have been living as husband and wife in a rental house at Marindi Trading Center for more than 2 months. The man was also taken to Homa Bay police station. News from Rwanda. The Rwandan government said it had arrested a rebel leader alleged to be behind as part of deadly attacks in a forested area near Burundi and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The government stated that Calixte Nsabimana is accused of forming an irregular armed group, complicity in committing terrorist attacks, taking persons hostages, murders and looting. News coming in from Southeast Sudan. A new UN report says South Sudanese security agents likely executed 2 prominent critics of the government who vanished in Kenya in January 2017. South Sudanese government has repeatedly denied responsibility for the disappearance of human rights lawyer Dong Samuel Luke and Agri Idiri, a member of Sudan People's Liberation Movement in opposition. But the UN panel of experts on South Sudan says it verified evidence strongly suggesting that Luke and Idiri were kidnapped in Nairobi by South Sudanese Internal Security Bureau, acting on orders from ISB's Director General, Lieutenant General Akol Kora Cook. Finally, news from Uganda. After years of dilly-dallying regarding the development of its property abroad, it has emerged that Uganda has lost a prime plot of land in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa. A report by the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament to the House indicates that the prime plot that had been given to Uganda grantees to build a chancery building was relocated to a third party. That was the news around East Africa. Now let us take a look at the news around the world. We start off from Sri Lanka, where Sri Lanka's Catholic Church has cancelled plans to resume Sunday services following a specific threat of fresh bomb attacks against at least 2 places of worship, a spokesman has said. Now, the Archbishop of Colombo, Cardinal Malcolm Rajithi, had wanted to resume regular Mass from May 5th, but a new information made them put it off indefinitely, his spokesman told AFP on Thursday. News from Libya. The UAE said that fighting terrorism was the priority in Libya, where it has backed a controversial military strongman against the UN-recognized government in Tripoli. The United Arab Emirates and its allies, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, regard Khalifa Haftar and his Libyan National Army militia as a bulwark against Islamic groups, which are among the supporters of the government of national accord. News from the UK. Voters in Eastern England will elect a new Member of Parliament next month after ejecting the incumbent in the first move of its kind. It was announced on Thursday. Fiona Onasanya lost her seat after voters in the city of Peterborough signed a recall petition triggered by her conviction for lying over a speeding offense. Now, the 35-year-old was expelled from the main opposition Labour Party after she was jailed for 3 months in January after perverting the course of justice. That is the news around East Africa and around the world. Thank you for watching UVision TV.